Bienvenido de nuevo a Jason's Homeless Show. For those of you that don't speak Spanish, that's welcome back to Jason's Homeless Show. I think I put it in Google Translate. I've learned a lot this week. Not just Spanish, which I have learned a lot of it. I've learned that I love getting bossed around by Mexican women. I mean, I truly love it. If I wasn't getting paid to do it, I would probably do it for free because A, I'm learning Spanish, which I've always kind of wanted to learn because I do envision myself in South America at some point in my life. And B, because they're pretty hot, and C, because they're so nice to me and helpful when they're trying to teach me how to do something. And it's more like process than like a new skill. Like prepping food and washing dishes isn't really that hard, but it's different everywhere you go. Where am I going? Yeah, waiting for a bus. Gotta cash my check. It's payday. I'm fucking pumped. Yeah, hopefully they cash it, because like the first time you cash a check, it's like, oh, green light. You know, they assume that you're, oh fuck, I gotta run. Oh, don't hit me. Or please do. Please, if you have a Mercedes, fuck, hit me hard. No such luck. Not today. Not today, anyway. So, yeah, I don't want to miss another bus. I keep missing buses, which sucks, but you know what I think is going on right now? I think that simulation theory is a thing. We're living inside of a massive multi-online role-playing game. Massive multiplayer online role-playing game, like I said. And you start at level 1 in Philadelphia. And eventually, you know, you travel through fucking 7 states this year just to get to fucking Orange County, California. Because it's fucking awesome here. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some downsides to it. Especially my current situation. Like, you know, sleeping in abandoned buildings and ran out of cigarettes this morning. Eric really came through. Thanks, Eric. And I'm going to pay him back today, but I got to cash this check first. And I don't know how complicated that's going to be. Keep getting all these bus alerts. Like, I know, the bus stops are fucking there. But yeah, I'm always going in different directions, so I'm spun around, and don't know where I'm going. And for the most part, don't really care. Why am I out of breath? Oh, yeah, because I just ran across the street. Caught up on sleep a lot in the past couple of days. I feel like I kind of needed that. Because I shot this video the other day where I probably hadn't really slept in 5 days or so. And I was so just fucking delirious. I didn't even want to post it. That's when you know how bad it is, when it's so fucking bad that I'm embarrassed to put it online. And I'm embarrassed about very few things in life. Of course, I'll post it at the end of the video. But yeah. That was the impression that my coworkers got of me. After like no showing and no calling for 2 of my first 3 days at work. But you know, like I said, you know, had a really good reason. The first time was locked up. Second time also locked up. But yeah, cops threw me in a fucking mental hospital again. Well, it's like, well, we can fucking charge you with murder, or you know, you can just go to the fucking mental hospital. And it turned into like a really good thing, because as I was saying, I thought like feds were kind of fucking with me, and a combination with the local police, and we all kind of had a little standoff at a Starbucks where people kept creeping on me. SUVs kept pulling up on me. And this time I was armed, and I had tear gas in one hand, I had mace in another. I put my phone on speakerphone, and I was like, look, I'm about to fucking tear gas or fucking stab these people who keep fucking inching their fucking way close to me and see how close they can get and spinning around me in the same fucking SUVs and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, of course, cops showed up and they didn't arrest me, which they never seem to do, except that one time to play those fucking recordings. And guess what? after they told me, like, hey, you're just delusional, I was like, oh, okay. And they're like, hey, man, you know, have you done any drugs? Like, yeah, I do drugs all the time. And like, does this ever happen when you're not doing drugs? I was like, well, 6 people have never followed me to 4 separate places when I was sober. And I mean 4 separate locations, 6 different identifiable people. So, yeah, I checked into they checked me into the mental hospital overnight. They let me go the next day. They confiscated my weapons, probably a pretty good idea. And I got new ones. But then, I've never had a fucking problem since. It's like, we come to an understanding, and I hope to keep it that way, because it was literally driving me fucking crazy how often groups of people kept getting uncomfortably close to me, and it created a lot of fucking problems in my life. Like I said, oh, is this a bus? Yeah, here comes a bus. Oh, I'm not gonna miss this one. And I'm hoping that that part of my life has come to an end, because like I said, it was getting to the point where somebody could have got hurt. It could have been me, it could have been somebody else, could have been, you know, a fucking loss prevention guy at a store. This one time, I felt like these people were watching me and fucking creeping up on me and shit. Turns out they were. They were loss prevention at some store. Macy's or something. And, man, that turned into a fucking scenario. It's like, man, I really wish you guys would have just told me that you worked there, because I wasn't there to steal anything. And I was armed then too, and it's like, man, you gotta fucking let me know if you're gonna fucking creep around me and fucking stare at me weird, because it gives me the impression that you're setting up on me to do me harm. So my bus is coming, don't want to miss it. I gotta put a shirt and a mask on, so I'll catch up later. Alright, back. Where was I? Oh yeah, remember I was saying the other day, like, you gotta embrace the suck, because you never know, like, what silver lining is gonna be in that cloud of suck. And I just learned that lesson again as I learned it again and again and again. For instance, just now, I was busy watching my video, making sure I didn't look like too much of a fucking psychopath, and missed the fucking stop that I was gonna get off, like, by a while. Like, damn, that was a short bus ride. I could have probably fucking walked that. But anyway, so I end up in this other fucking place. But it turns out that now there's like another bus that's coming in 20 minutes that's gonna take me exactly to where I wanna go. Whereas if I had gotten off where I wanted to get off, I would have had a 20-minute walk. And who wants to fucking walk 20 minutes? I'd rather wait here 20 minutes and then get, you know, door-to-door service. So maybe life isn't so crappy after all. I don't know. So as I was saying, I didn't see the end of the video, and I don't really remember. Memory's not so good. Yeah, I think that what's been happening since January is that cops have been fucking with me pretty hard, and I know why. And I know when it started, because it happened at a very specific time. Like I said, I was in a hotel, got in an argument with this fucking hooker and her boyfriend. But before that, I'd been at that hotel for like a month because I was doing some web development work for a client. And I started to notice that my computer was targeted for hacking attempts. And I knew this because my Apple password kept telling me it needed to be reset. Like, oh, there's active attempts to fucking blah, 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 hack you. Let's reset your password. Which got so fucking annoying, I just changed my Apple account. Like, it was happening, and it continued to happen for the past 9 months. But not only that, I started receiving alerts that my passwords were used in a hacking attempt, like my Google password and shit. Like, when I would attempt to use a password, hey, hola, amigo. When I would attempt to use a password, it would say, oh, well, this password's been used in a fucking hack attempt. Which was weird, because it's like, how do you know what fucking passwords I'm using on different services? I'm not explaining that right. But for instance, like, I would get Google alerts about passwords that I was using on Spotify and shit. And anyway, I was getting email alerts about this fucking password's attempting to be hacked, that password attempting to be hacked. It's like, all of a sudden, after 25 years in IT, someone's like trying to fucking hack into my shit. Like, I've used the same password for fucking everything for probably 11 years, however old my daughter is. Yeah, she's 11. Hey, baby, happy birthday. So yeah, and I was on a public Wi-Fi a lot. I was saying this not bread and what do they call it, extended stay, and I would go to use the open Wi-Fi in the breakfast area, and weird shit was happening there. Like, I was noticing on like my network traffic that like a lot of pings were coming. I'm an IT guy, not a network specialist, but I know a little bit. And there's this tool called Wireshark. You can see like what packets are coming in and out, and like I was getting a lot of hits from all these fucking Amazon Web Services boxes and shit. But it also seemed like people were starting to creep on me there. And when I mean creep on me, it seemed like I would see the same people at breakfast at the same time in the same places every day, which you think, that's normal enough activity. But the people seemed suspicious in that a lot of them were trying to like get behind me. And if you know anything about Dread Pirate Roberts, who operated Silk Road, how they ended up taking him down was they staged some kind of a fight in the library to distract him, and then like fucking tackled him when his laptop was open, and then they were able to take down the Silk Road. So like I tested this fucking theory at one point. So I opened my laptop up, it wasn't powered on, acted like I was using it, and I let one of these people get behind me. And I then saw a person who was watching the person get behind me say something to the woman who was fucking behind me, who realizes that the computer is completely powered off. And it was like, never mind then. And it was weird. So I tested my little theory. Instead of going to breakfast like right at 9:30, because I'd be up all fucking night, it's like, fuck, I gotta get this free food, and fucking run in a panic to go get this free food, breakfast buffet, whatever. I went like 2 hours early just to see what would be the scenario there. And what I noticed was the people who would be at the same place at the same times talking to the same people were there. Oh yeah, they were there. But here's the thing. They were in different places talking to different people. Okay, and you think, yeah, that could be nothing. But here's what's fucking not nothing. When they noticed me come into the room, they took their fucking places. They dispersed immediately from the conversations that they were fucking involved in, and went and like got to their fucking stations like they were fucking assigned to be at certain fucking spots. When I got there, it was fucking weird, man. I called him out on it. I was like, are you guys with like a tour group or something? Blah, 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 blah. Don't acknowledge me. And yeah, that makes sense. So one day, I left my fucking laptop or something. I left my fucking laptop in the room, and I'm like, fuck. So I then make a big scene about like acting like I'm like in a panic to go get my laptop, and like bolt real quick. And dude like got on his phone real quick as I was leaving the breakfast buffet and shit. So I go to my room. I'm like, all right, we're gonna test this little fucking theory out. So I forget exactly what I did, but I like booked it from the room, right? So I had it planned out what I was gonna do. and it's a little rusty in my head what the plan was, but I like booked it out of the room, like suspicious as fuck, and like took my shirt off and like ran a little bit to this gas station, right? And in the gas station, I like changed shirts or something. Anyway, I did something, and then I like booked around the back of the gas station through this like parking lot-ish, I don't know, it's hard to fucking explain, but anyway, it was a place like you couldn't easily get to by vehicle. Is that too bright? Couldn't easily get to by vehicle, and it allowed me to like look down on the hotel parking lot. And I swear to fucking God, at that time, I saw 3 groups of people converge in an intersection and have a little discussion. It was 2 people on bicycles, a guy in a fucking pickup truck who I saw keep circling around, and then someone in like an aqua fucking sedan that was like box shaped or something. It was very specific. And I started flagging them down. I'm like, yo. So as soon as they see me flag them down, they disperse. But I still kept seeing the aqua fucking vehicle and the fucking white pickup or whatever it was circling around. So I bought a beer at the gas station and I just stood there waiting for them to come. And eventually the aqua car stopped circling. I mean, I waited there for about a fucking hour. And then nothing. So I walked back to the hotel. And I'm thinking for sure that fucking cops are gonna fucking swoop in on me for something. And they didn't, but 2 pulled up on me. 2 different vehicles, not those vehicles. One was a black female, one was a white male, and they both had walkie-talkies in their hand as they were talking to me. So no fucking doubt in my mind they were some type of law enforcement. Otherwise, why would they be on walkie-talkies? And I've had the whole walkie-talkie thing with another guy at another hotel. Like, why do you got a walkie-talkie? And yeah, that was the first indication that police were interested in me or had me under fucking surveillance or whatever. And like I said, when I left that hotel after that altercation with the hooker and her fucking boyfriend, I had this like staged fucking violent interaction, but it wasn't too violent, and they disappeared immediately. Like they swooped in, bah, 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 and I fought back, and then they fucking vanished. And then when the local police showed up, sheriffs showed up, they refused to run the fucking video and just like, just get out of here. And it turned into a real fucking shit show because I had taken an Uber from the hotel to a gas station to buy headphones or something, and then another Uber to this Walmart. So I'm thinking like, from A to B to C, how did they fucking know? And I had no problems at B. So it's like, well, how did they know that I went from B to C, and why didn't they give me problems at B, if you're following? Oh, there's a white pickup. Beeping at me. Oh, God. The fucking feds are back on me. Whatever. If they had anything to fucking arrest me on, I guess they would fucking arrest me by now. Or they're... I don't fucking know. Well, we'll get into that later. But anyway, yeah, I was thinking like, because then I had a fucking weird interaction with Uber drivers later. But man, that day I was going to check out this apartment because I was leaving the hotel, going to go get an apartment. And I show up at the apartment and I'm like, it just got in that fight. I'm like, dude, I got fucking problems. I think the problems might follow me here. He's like, well, you ain't renting this apartment. I was like, yeah, no shit. I'm getting the fuck out of this state. And I hit Uber and Lyft up at the same time. And I didn't realize it, or I was so fucking distracted with the guy and shit. And I'm all suspicious about this Uber driver who shows up. And I'm like, looking at my Lyft, like waiting on this chick in Lyft, you know, fucking Chevy Cavalier, or waiting for Jessica to Chevy Cavalier. And this dude shows up, he's like, yeah, I'm your Uber driver. I'm like, you're not my fucking Uber driver. Turns out he was. I forgot that I did both Uber and Lyft. So, you know, I'm not a perfect person. Mistakes have been made. How am I gonna like this? But anyway, yeah. Later in life, I did a bunch of weird interactions with fucking Uber drivers who said some words to me that only make sense in the context of a certain thing. And it was like, who the fuck is this fucking interested in me? And how wide does this net go? I don't know. And I don't fucking care. I only care about whatever part my daughter plays in this scenario. I have reason to believe that her mother was involved with some shady fucking people, and I don't even care who they are. All I care about is her present safety. Whatever happened in the past, you know what? That's in the past. Even as far as any illegal activity her mother was involved in, I don't really care. I don't want to see her mother in jail. Colleen knows enough about me to put me in jail for a long fucking time. I've known her for a long time. And as much as I fucking hate her guts, I have to at least give her that. She's never tried to put me in jail, at least not for a long time. And yeah, I wouldn't want to see her go to jail either. So I don't know if that's what she's afraid of. She probably is. And if it makes you feel any better, Colleen, I don't want to see you in any kind of trouble. It's like it never fucking happened. I just want to make sure it's not continuing to happen. And the one way I could make sure it's not continuing to happen is to talk to my daughter in person. Because what really has me pissed off about my daughter's mother is I flew to Philadelphia and she knew I was coming. Specifically to talk to my daughter in person. And she ghosted me when I got there. And I thought it was kind of strange because she knew that I was coming. I flew there specifically to fucking talk to my daughter. And I was getting ready to leave and I was like, look, Colleen, like, I'm getting ready to call the fucking police. I don't know if something's happened to you or whatever. You knew I was coming. And then she finally got back to me and she's like, oh, we're at a fucking doctor's appointment or whatever. It's like, all right, well, I want to talk to Cadence for 10 minutes. The Uber can wait. I'm just going to fucking stop by. I want to talk to Cadence. And she wouldn't allow it to happen. And, yeah, I did call the police. And they were no help at all. And that's no surprise. They, you know, often aren't. I'm not going to say they never are, but they often aren't. But, yeah, that's kind of all that I really want to do is to talk to my daughter in private. And I don't understand why that's a problem, because over the years, I've talked to my daughter several times. Mom's always monitored our conversations, you know, over the phone or on Skype or video games or whatever. So what would the problem be with me talking to her alone? I don't know. I think I missed my goddamn bus. So it's whatever. It's Jason's Homeless Show. And things are getting better all the time. That just happened. I used to be no tango dinero, but now ahora tango dinero. Ahora tango. Or fucking whatever. I got some motherfucking money. I gotta pay some people back, and that's gonna happen. I gotta, like, all my friends send me money on Cash App, but now it's like, how do you get cash into Cash App? I don't have a bank account that I want to use because it's a Florida bank account on the debit card, plus I'm like 150 negative. It's like, fuck that bank account, let's open a new bank account in California. So I'm gonna go do that. Turns out there's a Planet Fitness around here, not too far. So I'm gonna be able to upload this video. I'm gonna jump in this fucking dollar store maybe, take a shower, buy some slides. I got a lot of shit to do. Certainly better things to do than talk to you. So I'm gonna go do that. You have yourself a nice weekend. Hasta luego, y puto. And I'm gone spitting by the phone, sitting all alone by the wayside. You know, I'm a simple man with a simple plan. And it's just to get the fuck out of here. I know where I'm at, and I'm just going somewhere else. Maybe LA. Maybe fucking Tijuana. I don't fucking know. It's the weekend, baby. I have off work for 3 days. So, I might as well take advantage of it and do something fucking awesome. I don't really have a lot of money to do it, but who says you need money to fucking have a good time? I know for sure that's not true. Some of the most fun I've ever had was when I was just flat broke. Don't try this at home, kids. I am a professional, and even professionals sometimes, catch felonies and, destroy your lives, go to prison and whatever, but it was a fucking blast, man. There's a book, I think I said this before, and I hope I didn't, because I don't want to be that fucking blogger that always repeats himself, like same story over and over, like my fucking father. It's like, don't you realize, man, you've told me this story with the same inflection at the same parts, like 10 times, dude. There's no way that you don't remember telling me this. Yeah, I don't want to be that fucking guy. So, anyway, there's this book. Yeah, I know for sure I said it. Whatever, I'm going anyway. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. I didn't read the book because I read some reviews on it, and it sucked. But I could write a book called The Not So Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, because it's no secret that I don't give a fuck, and I love it. People are jealous of me, if I'm being honest, and they would never admit it. They just, try to hurt my feelings and call me a, I don't know, fucking scumbag or whatever. It's funny, people very rarely have the courage to insult me to my face. And what's crazy is I wouldn't even mind. I would love it if they tried. I'm not gonna I'm not a psychopath. I'm not gonna attack you for, I don't know, telling me how you really feel. But here's the thing, you don't know how you really feel, because whatever a lot of people say is the reason that they're doing something or the way they feel and shit. Come to find out, that's just bullshit. They would never tell you the truth about what they really felt or the real motives behind the way that they're acting, because even they know it's like a low down scumbag. Oh man, I don't know why I said that. It's not like it's kindergarten or anything. There's a restaurateur that's open. I didn't want them to, I don't know, hear me cursing or whatever. Even I have some decorum. I'm not, like I said earlier, totally fucking crazy. On a scale of 1 to 100. And I'm what the fuck? Oh, that keeps pigeons away or whatever. So, I haven't been taking my Strateris, so I gotta really stay focused on, my trains of thought, because I can go off the fucking million tangents, but not today. What the fuck did I just say? Oh yeah, how crazy am I on a scale of 1 to 100? I know it depends on the scale, but probably only a fucking 60. Most of you are way fucking crazier by any measurable standard than I am. I am able to at least document how I came from premise to logical point to logical point to logical fucking conclusion, when you guys are just all over the fucking place. Whatever the cognitive dissonance is that is created when it is proven beyond any shadow of a reasonable person's mind that 9/11 was an inside job, people literally are not able to believe it, even if they wanted to. $1 million online, wanted to believe it. They're not able to, because it would shatter their worldview. And I know how hard it is, because it fucking shattered mine. I've had my worldview shattered several times. It is a fucking lot to take. And yeah, I totally get it. Why you'd rather live in your fucking fantasy world or fucking whatever, because like a little too much reality, it's just it's not a good time. Like, I think I said this, damn it, I am turning into my fucking father, god damn it. So I probably said it before, I'll say it again, I'll be doing this 100 years from now, you're gonna be listening to the same fucking stories over and over. Let's just be honest, we know it's how this is going down. So yeah, man, fuck, and I'm gonna have Alzheimer's. I don't even remember what I was talking about. It don't matter. Who fucking cares? Not me. I have no cares in the goddamn world. I only have to figure out which way I'm going to have a great fucking weekend. Damn, did I say this earlier? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I was telling my girl, what's her name? Fucking Steffi, yeah. And her sister too, and that gets complicated because they get mad at you if you call each other the sisters' names. I think they look alike, which is complicated. And I can't remember the last time that the days of the week even mattered to me. Like, there's no difference to me between like a Monday or a fucking Wednesday or a Saturday or Sunday. And it's been way longer than Jason's Home Show started. As a web developer, you work nights and weekends by default because you're not taking websites down to work on them during business hours. So it's like, what's a Monday? I feel like somebody's got a case of the Mondays. It's like, why is there anyone doing lines of coke off this bar with me on a fucking Tuesday at 2:30? It's like, oh, because that's what I keep hearing about, like the Monday through Friday thing. It's like, oh man, got a fun weekend plan. Well, look at you. See, we got a little girl coming. I'm gonna, just cross the street because I don't want her to have to hear any of the things that come out of my mouth. She's not ready for that. Yeah. Saved on fucking psychopath. I'm like, 60s, you're all fucking straight up nuts. Why do you believe in fucking Jesus? Oh my God. Don't even start. But hey, man, whatever. You gotta fucking tell yourself to get through today. You know what my mantra is? A mantra is a little like phrase or word, and you repeat it over and over and over and over. And it's like a fucking sitting eye dog. What do you call it? Therapy dog or whatever. Yeah, it's a little mantra that calms you down. Keeps you focused, balanced, and centered. It's like some Buddhist meditation shit or whatever. And my mantra is, and I repeat it very often, almost every day, it's not supposed to make sense. 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 It's not supposed to make sense because it very rarely does, and it's not supposed to. The fucking, I don't know, high school dropout math suck at computer programmer who read a couple books on fucking logic, way more than you guys did, thinks like everything needs to make sense, like 2 + 7 = 5 or whatever. And it doesn't have to be. It's not supposed to be that way. No, man. Sometimes the good guys win. Sometimes the bad guys win. Sometimes there's no difference between the good guys or the bad guys. Like, when I joined the Marine Corps, I didn't join on September 11th to fucking fight for my country. I joined on New Year's Eve to kill people for no fucking reason because I don't care. I'll fight for whatever side I'm on. Right, wrong, or indifferent. Going in. Yeah. It's not supposed to make sense. I don't need a fucking reason. But I do need to come up with some weekend plans and catch this bus. And here's the thing. Yeah. I don't know. What was the thing? Who fucking knows? It's Jason's Homeless Show. We're gonna fucking rock out with our cocks out. Hopefully, because we're on a budget. But yeah, man, let's fucking gentleman's agreement, gentleman's bet. I am going to get, so I was going to say laid, but I try to not even go there because I wish it was worse, but I'm not vaccinated. I'm not vasectomized. And I gotta look this up because I've heard you can get a vasectomy for free, which makes a lot of sense. It'd be like population control, which, you know, maybe they want to do, maybe they don't, but it'd be a good fucking idea from a logical standpoint, I think. And, you know, let's just say it, guys, you black guys out there with the fucking 10 baby mamas and all the kids, and you're paying child support, and they go like, whatever, everyone's bitching about it. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I don't care. Good for you. Good for you, dog. I would never want to have that many children, but good for you. But let's say if you gave that dude $5,000 to get a vasectomy, you just save, I don't know, a fucking $1 million in all the child support and fucking blah, 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 and the, you know, the court costs and fucking whatever. It makes a lot of sense. Shit, give me one for free and I'll fucking go on. If you want to throw me a fucking $100, yeah, I'd appreciate that, because I'm trying to fucking get down to Tijuana and get my dick sucked this weekend. But, you know, if not, whatever. I might go to like CSL Plasma. They were a fucking problem for me last time though. It's like plasma donation, they give you $100 and whatever. I don't know, maybe let's go old school. I'm gonna get on like Grindr or whatever. I'm gonna do like a To Catch a Predator thing and find some fucking married guy or whatever, like, I don't know, pastor of a church. Get him to send me some exclusive fucking shit. And when he shows up, just be like, dude, listen, you have two options. You can give me all the cash you have on it and come back with 500 or, you know, whatever your daily maximum withdrawal is from your, you know, your ATM. And then we just never see each other again. Or I'm just going to beat the fucking shit out of you. And then I'm going to put all of those dick pics and all that nasty shit you said about that fucking 10-year-old or whatever online for the fucking entire world to see. As well as the video that I'm recording of us right now, of me telling you that I'm going to do all this. I'll do the time. I don't care about the felony assault or fucking whatever. It's going to be fucking hilarious. And I know you're not going to allow that to happen. You just don't have it in you. So I could probably get a couple hundred out of that. Yeah, it's a perfect crime. Victimless crime, right? You know, good guys win, bad guys lose. Who's the good guy? Who's the bad guy? Who cares? It's Jason Soma's show.